And I had a wonderful week. I want to thank everybody who came out to the Oddball tour, 15,000 strong, coming out to the to Jones Beach, amazing arena out there. I'm not going to call it by the stupid Best Buy, whatever name they give it, but I don't know, man. It was, you know what's funny is I haven't done one of those shows in a long time, and I always go back to the Virus tour in my head. I always think I don't like doing shows at night outside with tens of thousands of people here because they act like, they act like animals. And which really wasn't the case on the Virus tour. They just acted like animals on the last two dates that I did. And the second show was imitating the first show. So it was really just the one show. But what it was on the Virus tour was you knew that show was coming. You just didn't know when. It's like when you're creeping through a house and there's an axe murderer. You don't know what room he's in, but you know he's in the house. And at some point, somebody's going to try to swing an axe at your head. That was basically the Virus tour. And so I think whenever I go to do those, I kind of have like my comedy Vietnam flashback. And I don't know. And I went out there and I was pleasantly surprised. The crowd was unbelievable. Like 15,000 people, and you could take them wherever you wanted to go. I actually brought them down at one point. I brought them down. Like a song for the little breakdown, the Bob Seger part, where he sings about how many years went by. All right, 20 years, where'd they go? 20 years, I don't know. Where they gone? Yeah, you do, Bob. They went up your nose. You're out there having a orgy. Yeah, the decades kind of fly by when you live in the rock-style lifestyle. Can you stop bringing us down? You're supposed to be up there acting like you're having the time of your life, remembering everything. Don't come down to my level in the crowd and tell me that you're also wondering what you're doing with your life. You know what that says to me, Bob? There's no hope. Anyways, so I was on arguably one of the best lineups I've ever been on, at least since I did the Virus tours back in the day. You guys want to compare? You want to compare stand-up lineups? Let's start an internet lineup. Argument here with the lineups of both shows. This is like arguing Super Bowl teams. Who would you rather have, dude? Would you rather have the 85 Bears, the 79 Steelers, or any team with Tom Brady on it? I just threw that out there because some people hate him. His cleft chin. All right, so let's compare lineups. All right, so back in the day, all right, that Virus tour, the Philly show, as much as I can remember of it, which was a long time ago. Which, by the way, there's been more goddamn horse shit written about that show. Some guy wrote this all fucking bullshit about what happened that night when I got booed. And I actually tweeted back to him the correct story, and then he just retweets it. Like nothing means anything to anybody. No, oh, hey, sorry, I got it wrong. This dude tried to say that Bobby Kelly got booed before me, Dom got booed before me, and then I was standing backstage with Opie and Anthony, and I said, they ain't doing that to me. Like a Popeye. I have my little spinach here. Everything comes back to the sea. Popeye, the sailor, man. The sailor. Yeah, that didn't happen. Bobby had a great set that night. Dom, they booed for like 30 seconds, and he told him to shut up, and he goes, why would you think I would ever leave? And I was sitting backstage going, I don't want to do this. Nervous as hell. And then I went out there, and I opened with a bad cell phone joke. And then they started booing me, and then what happened? That's what happened. And then Jim Norton went out after me and never addressed it and killed. That is what happened. That is what happened. The first guy got booed at 7 o'clock, and then everybody else had good sets, and then I got booed like 3 hours later. All right? That's what happened. That is what happened. Okay? For the final time, that is what happened. I can't stand no more. Arr, matey. No, it was real. I was backstage. I don't want to do this, man. I didn't need to be here. I was like that dude in Platoon. I got a bad feeling about this one, man. So there you go. All right. So the lineup that night, I will not name the other person who got booed. It was, let me see if I can remember. Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, Ralphie May, Bobby Kelly, Dom Irrera, Patrice O'Neill, myself, Jim Norton. That's who I remember. was on that show. What a lineup that is, huh? Patrice, the greatest comic of, my generation, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's Murderer's Row right there. And I came out like Neil O'Donnell. Oh, shit. All right, and then last weekend, I went on a show, and we had, let's see here, Sarah Silverman, Hannibal Buress, Louis C.K., Dave Attell, myself, Jeff Ross, Chris Hardwick, and who else was on that show? Oh, some younger comic, and I fucked up. What the his name? The youngster there. And the youngster there, the rookie, the young fella there, right? Who do you like? Those are two of the sickest shows I've ever been on. So anyways, I went out there. I didn't get a picture with anybody backstage. What an asshole. At one point, I'm talking to Louie and Dave, like two of my biggest stand-up heroes, and I got an iPhone on me, and I never thought to be like, hey, let's get a picture. I never thought to do that. Now, I don't know, these next weekend, I'm doing more of them to pay for the funny pit. I don't want to get into that. I'm not even going to get into that because there's no comedy left in this project. Oh, Jesus. When the job is done, I'm going to go downstairs, and I'm not going to have any money to refurnish it, and I'm just going to stand down there. And in the echo, I'm just going to start weeping. Never again. Never again. I understand why nobody did shit to this house, because to try to fix it is ridiculously expensive, and I am done with it. So anyways, I went out there. I had a great time. I was trying out new material, and it was such a cool. I didn't even realize how cool the venue was until somebody took a picture from the upper deck comedy show. How that venue. I'll tweet it out on the Monday Morning Podcast Twitter handle there, whatever the fuck you kids say, at the MM Podcast. Join our Twitter following. We're already up to 10,000 followers. 10,000 more, we can start a church. You guys will start calling me Father. Oh my God! Ooh 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 ooh. That wham 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 bam 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 boo 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 boo. Oh my God! Ooh 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 ooh.